Okay, now in today's video, we are going to be taking a look at InVideo. Now, InVideo's changed a bit since I last saw it, and I have to say, I don't know much about it because I actually haven't tried it yet. So we're going to have a quick look today at InVideo, and I'm going to have a bit of a play around and see how it's like. And we're going to be going into the AI aspect of it, of course. Now, I want to be able to see whether or not this could possibly be used for being able to do things like digital product creation or anything like that. So we're going to give it a bit of a prompt, and we're going to see what it can come up with. All right, if you'd like to learn a little bit more about that, stick around to the end. Hey, I'm Henry, and I'm from Product Creation Formula. Here at Product Creation Formula, we love to give you tips and tricks to be able to help you create your products quickly and easily. Along with that, we also do product reviews as well as tips on how to make money online. So if that sounds interesting to you, how about you smash the like button, subscribe, and also hit the bell icon so you'll be notified when we upload more videos. All right, guys, let's go check it out. All right, so now let's have a quick look at this inside InVideo. Now, it does look a lot different, and it looks like they're using like Nano Banana and Kling and all those kind of guys. So it does look like it's using AI video creation. So what we're going to do is I really want to be able to create something like an explainer video. So, but let's have a look. We can have a look at Advertiser Studio. And it looks like it does all these short type things. What else does it do? Let's go back over here. We can go over and have another look here. Go away from there. Okay, you got boards agents. Have a look at that. Oh yeah, okay, I see what it does. And you got dynamic captions, which puts captions on the screen. That's cool. All right, so there seems to be quite a lot it can do now compared to what it used to do. Okay, let's go back over here. You got create short videos. Well, I'm pretty sure that will be fairly self-explanatory. Then you got make explainer videos. Yep. And we can have over here, you got use my script or clone myself. Now, I'm not going to clone myself this time. Maybe I'll create a video about that in the future. But right now, I think we're just going to do let's go over here to dynamic captions, board, advertisers. Okay, let's go make an explainer video. So go here, and we're going to be making this a 10-minute video, and it will be for YouTube. And I'll be right back while I create the prompt. I'll be right back. Okay, now we're back. So what I've done is I made it a 10-minute YouTube video, and I called Changing PLR Using AI. And then I've got this really very long prompt. Now I can copy this prompt and pop it down below so that, there we go, I'll just copy that, complete prompt, pop it into here, and I will put this into the description part down below so that you can have a copy of it yourself. So put that into the text document just here. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to hit proceed. And I don't think it'll take too long, but I'm going to also make sure that this is correct. As you can see, it's a very long prompt. And I will leave this prompt in the description down below, as I said, and we'll let it create the video. Now I'm going to pause the video until it's finished. So it is creating a 10-minute video. So we'll see how it goes. Okay, I'm a little bit disappointed that it didn't give me a description of the actual text or anything like that. So I can't check through it I can't go through it and see if there's any mistakes. So, but it does give us things like it goes for 9.5 minutes. I might just click on Pro. It's going to be using up 760 credits, and I don't think I have that many credits. So, no, I only have 100 credits right now. So, I won't be doing that. I will be doing, what about this one? How many credits will I use for that? Nope, I'm going to have to go to this one, because I don't have enough credits. I have only about 100 credits because I paid the basic model. So let's go over here and we'll generate this one and see what it's like. And we'll be right back. Okay, now it does look like it's finished. So let's have a quick look at this.
In this video, we're taking a practical deep dive into why you should change your PLR ebook completely using AI, and how to do it step by step so you can build a unique product that fits your brand, stands out in a crowded market, and sets you up for future content, like courses and videos. We'll look at what PLR actually is, how to transform it with AI tools without sounding robotic, how to organize everything so your content stays clean and consistent, and how to turn your edited ebook into a separate document that can later be used as a video script for a future video course. By the end, you'll know exactly why full customization matters, how to do it efficiently, and how to prepare your content for repurposing into multiple formats with minimal extra effort. Hey guys, Henry here from Product Creation.
Okay, what we can do is if we want to edit it, might go back to that next frame.
Customization.
This one here, go to this frame here. And we can go edit to download. Okay, so we're going to edit that. Hit edit. We can have a look at the music if you want to. I do want to get rid of the music, but we'll get to that later. We'll go back over here. Edit. Media. Let's have a look at the media. That's what I want to check. Because I don't particularly want that one. Let's go tell it what I want, which will be, we can use some generative media if we want to. Might make that one, yeah, stock media will do. Click on that. Yeah, well that looks all right. We'll just do one of these two. Yep, that'll do. And hit apply. Hit save changes and wait for a moment. And hopefully it will have changed it. Let's go back over here and see what happens.
How to transform it with AI tools without sounding robotic. How to organize everything so your content stays clean and consistent. And how to turn your edited ebook into a separate document that can later be used as a video script for a future video course. By the end, you'll know exactly why full customization matters, how to do it efficiently, and how to prepare your content for repurposing into multiple formats with minimal extra effort. Hey guys, Henry.
That's pretty good. Now I'm not going to go all the way through, but what I will do is I will get this video and I will then put this in a link down below and I will title it something like example video. So you know that this, if you want to watch this particular one, it will be on YouTube, but it'll be unlisted. So you'll need to click on the link to be able to get your hands on this one. Because I don't plan on using this one in my channel as a general rule. I'll just have it as an unlisted video. But I will leave a link for this unlisted video down below if you want to check it out. All right, now that is this section. I'm going to download this and no watermarks. Yep, we'll do it as 1080. Okay, cool. I'm happy with that. InVideo branding, none. We don't want any of that. Okay, don't think there's anything else I need to add there. Go continue, and I'll just pause the video until I've downloaded it. Be right back. Okay, well, I just discovered something. If you go over here to the right, after you've downloaded it, you can still edit it if you want to change some things. You say, for example, you hit that, and it'll just take us over here. And let's say, for example, we want to change the media. So let's go here, and we want to change the media. So we go change media. Oh, here we go, edit. And we want to be able to change the music. So we click on that. In fact, I'd like to remove the music altogether. I'm not a big fan of classical music, but the thing is, it's non-copyrighted, so no one can actually claim it. But it does give you also the ability to have a look at the script, which means if there's any errors in what's been written, you can change it and you can make it more accurate. So for example, there's anything here that you want to change, you can do that. So as you scroll through, have a look at the various points, make sure everything's in order. It looks like there's number 1. Okay. Looks like it's gone to a certain order and then repeating itself. Oh, that's unusual. All right, let's have a look. How can it justify going from 9 and then maybe it moves on to another section and then speaks about that? Okay, yeah, it seems to be doing that. Okay. I haven't watched it all the way through, but it should be interesting to see if there's any mistakes or anything else that needs to be changed. But as I said, I will leave where it is right now, as it is. And I will put this into the description down below if you want to see the final result where I haven't actually done any further editing. All right, now that I've shown you all that, let's have a look at the pricing. Now over here, I'm doing $25 a month. That's what I'm currently getting. So I'm only getting 100 credits a month. So as you can see, it does limit how many credits you can actually use. So if you're paying $100 a month, that's if you're doing there. If you're doing manual, so automatically you can. So for example, this one is $25 a month. But if you go max, it's $100 a month. Or if you're doing annually, it's $60 a month. And over here, which is a generative for daily use, $200 a month, you get 1,000 AI credits, 4,000 nanobot and nanobanner credits, and so forth. And over here, you got unlimited mode on pretty much everything else. So, is this worth the price? Well, only if you're going to be doing picture style videos for $25 a month. This one here, it's $100 a month. Would it be worth it? You'd need to be making quite a bit of money on YouTube for this to be worth anything about in these higher areas, I think. But if you're going to do that, you may as well stick with this one here. Now, you probably don't want to be going for the free one because it does give you a watermark and it is limited on how long you can make your videos as well. So this one is probably more worth it. These ones, not so much. Unless, of course, you plan on creating these videos every day. And by the way, YouTube is cracking down on AI, what they call AI slop. So just be aware of that. But in regards to, is it all right for making videos for products? I don't think so. Because you don't make those kind of videos for digital product creation. But if you want to use it for YouTube, that'll be fine. Hey guys, if you got some value out of this video, how about you smash the like button, subscribe, and also hit the bell icon so you'll be notified when we upload more videos. Hey, while you're at it, why not consider sharing, and also leave a comment down below and let me know what you think of the new way that InVideo has been working. Also to let you know that right here is a video I believe you might like. Down here is a video YouTube thinks you might like. And right here, well, that's an image of my head. Now if you click on that, you'll be able to subscribe. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching, and bye for now.